Shalom, shalom. You hear me, brother? Oh man, I don't hear you.
Might be. What about now?
Oh,
You got
okay.
me?
There you go. I got you now.
All right, con. All right, again, shalom.
Shalom.
Creation of the mighty coming again with a part two of the fallen angels and Satan and Lucifer fighting against the Most High. That's a lot. So we got to break this down a little bit more so than how we did yesterday as well, because we went into the angels and all that, and we started to touch on, Isaiah the 14th chapter. So we need to bring that out so we get a full understanding of where that whole Lucifer doctrine and that's his name, and who's that really talking about in the book of Isaiah, and is that the man, or is that the person, or is that the spirit that was so-called fighting against the Most High that made,
Right.
1/3 of the angels, fall? So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna break a couple good scriptures out. Me and the brother gonna try to do our best to edify the people, man. First and foremost, before we get started, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh.
Yahawashi.
That's first and foremost. We give all praise and honor and glory to the Most High, and who the world to this day still ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. So, as always, let's jump right into. You want to jump in? You got something you want to bring out real quick, brother?
No, brother, we can just start flowing with it, whatever you need.
All right. Let's get that Colossians 3:17. Let's get that right. We'll get that first. All right. Then we'll go back and forth amongst the scriptures, right? Whenever you're ready.
All right, Colossians chapter 3, verse 17.
Right.
And whatsoever ye do in word or deed,
Right.
do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahawashi,
Right.
giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him.
That's right. Everything we say, everything we do, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, the Abanawi, right? Because these are the types of lessons. This is the type of understanding that the people need, right? The Christian church, and that's why we've been banging on them so hard, is because the Christian church got our people lost. Telling them that Lucifer is gonna get you. Lucifer gonna have you in hell and all that foolishness. That ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Nothing to do with the Most High. Nothing to do with what the Most High commanded us to do, right? So we got to go according to the word and deed that He gave us, right? These laws, these scriptures, these precepts, so you can continue to get that understanding and continue to get them breakdowns as you grow, with the Most High and in your spiritual walk, right? Let's get Isaiah 1 and 3.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Right.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Right.
and the ass his master crib.
Right.
But Israel does not know.
Israel don't know.
That's right. My people does not consider.
People don't consider that Satan and the fallen angels can't fight against the Most High.
Right.
Don't consider that maybe, hey, if I read up a couple of scriptures in Isaiah the 14th chapter, that Lucifer, son of the morning star, ain't talking about the spiritual being Satan that works for God, that works for the Most High. If I consider to do those things, right? Go ahead.
All right. A sinful nation.
Uh-huh.
A people laden with iniquity.
Right.
A seed of evildoers.
Come on.
Children that are corrupters.
Watch this.
They have forsaken the Most High.
That's the problem. We're forsaking the Most High. That's why we're in this condition. That's why we're going to understand and know who we are. Right. That's why we read this. We go to church every Sunday as a people. It's a church on every block. Just in my neighborhood, it's 10 churches right around here.
Crazy.
It's like 3 on my street. Right beside each other. The next block, right there on the corner. Right? But our people don't consider. Our people have turned away from the Most High. So they can come at you now with, The angels fought against God. They his enemy. Right? Lucifer is his name. Right? We're going to get into a little bit of history on that too. Right? So we can break it down so you get an understanding. All right, go ahead. So finish that verse 4.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. They are going away backward.
Gone away backward.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not our people, man.
That's the truth, man.
We believe in everything outside of what the scriptures say. He make it clear cut, right? He say, "Blessed is he that readeth." Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. All right. The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. Blessed are those that read and those that are taking heed to the words of the prophecy.
Right.
That's why I said in word or deed, whatever you do, you're supposed to give thanks to the Most High. Right? Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. We got to keep and get and hold on to the things that we get out of this book, out of our heritage, out of the laws of the Most High that he gave us. We have to get that and keep that. You know what I'm saying? We have to, or we're going to be destroyed. Now let's get into Hosea 4 and 6.
This is a perfect time to bring out Baruch 4 and 1 first.
All right, bring it out. You got it?
Yeah, Baruch chapter 4, verse 1.
All right.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
Let me read that. Let me read that Revelations 1 and 3 again. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things. Right? And keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Go ahead.
It said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
Right.
And the Lord that endureth forever.
And the Lord that endureth forever, right?
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Then we just read in Revelations 1 and 3, it said, and keep those things. Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall die.
Such as what?
Such as leave it shall die.
If you don't keep the laws of the Most High, what's going to happen to you?
You shall die.
You shall die.
Period.
Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. The Most High take you out, man.
Yep.
Right? For not keeping what he told you to do. He keeps saying keep it. You got to keep saying keep it. Right? Bring out that Hosea 4 and 6.
Yep.
Right?
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Right.
All right. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
When you don't keep it, you reject it. That's why you destroy it. Right? Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
right.
I will also reject thee.
And the Most High say he gonna reject us. Right?
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
You can't be a priest to the Most High, rejecting the knowledge, not keeping what he told you to keep. You can't do it. Can't be done. It's a simple concept, right? Go ahead.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
No. We keep the law.
Because seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
See, that's how the Most High hit you. And see how you keep forgetting my laws?
Right.
See how you keep doing what I told you not to do? See how I told you, I gave you order, direction, a heritage, and you keep doing what I told you not to do? That's why you destroyed. That's why you believe that Lucifer and Satan is the same person fighting against the Most High. Now, let me put this out there real quick. In this lesson that we're doing, we're not saying that the spiritual being Satan does not exist.
Right.
Right? But the name or the title or the word Lucifer is not Satan's name.
Right.
Just like God is not the Most High's name.
God.
You understand what I'm saying? His name is Yahweh. Right? Like Christ is called the Savior, Yahawashi, the Mashiach, right? But his name was Yahawashi. See what I'm saying? So a title doesn't necessarily mean a name, and vice versa. A name doesn't necessarily mean a title, right? Because I call my brother King all the time. Is his real name King? No, that's a title. I look at him as a king on the earth.
Same thing.
So that's a title that goes along with his name, King Hashaya, right? That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So let's jump right into it. Let's get that Isaiah 14.
Yep. Isaiah chapter 14.
Give me verse 12. Yeah, verse 12.
Verse 12.
Right.
It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?"
Read it again. How art thou
fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
O Lucifer,
son of the morning.
Son of the morning. Right? Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
How art thou cut down to the ground, man?
Which didst weaken the nations.
Now, this scripture, this passage in Isaiah the 14th chapter, this is twofold. Some of this prophecy took place back then.
That's right.
Some of this prophecy is the prophecy in the future to come. Dealing with this kingdom, mystery Babylon. But that's a whole nother lesson. It's a whole nother breakdown. But we're going to stick to this Lucifer doctrine, right? And Lucifer being Satan in the scriptures, right? Read that one more time, verse 12, real quick. Salah.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
right?
Son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Which did weaken the nation. Now watch this. Let me bring out a little history, right? So first and foremost, you got to understand the book of Isaiah is in the Old Testament, the so-called Old Testament. The book of Isaiah was written in Hebrew. So you got to understand that first and foremost, the book of Isaiah was written in Hebrew. However, the word Lucifer, right, is a Latin translation of the Hebrew word Hayal. Hayal simply means morning star, or that man or person that is exalted. Like we call our Hollywood stars. He's a superstar, right? He's not a superstar. He's not burning at 1,000,000 degrees, 10 million miles away. No, he just jump out the gym and he can dunk the basketball and break your ankles real quick.
Exactly.
He's a superstar, right? Denzel Washington is a great actor, right? He's a superstar. That's all that means. A man or a person of high esteem or reverence. That's what that morning star means. Now watch this.
And that next verse show you that. It says son of the morning, right? Which means a little right. And it said, how art thou cut down to the ground?
How are you cut down to the ground? So it's the same thing like I just said with like LeBron, right? Like take LeBron. He's a superstar, right? Oh, I'll give you this one. Kobe. When Kobe was walking on the earth, Kobe was what? A superstar. One of the greatest, right? But where is he now? He cut down to the ground. You see that? He's cut down to the ground. He's
I'll just sound a little better. How about this? Mike Vick was a superstar.
Exactly.
Right? And then what happened when they put all that stuff on the, you know what I mean, those allegations against the brother, he fell down and he became low.
He fell down and became to a low.
Down. Right.
I'll give you one better. Look at our brothers in the hood. Right? They get rich, sell dope, get rolled up, they hood rich, right? What'd you say? Everybody in the hood got a drop top, beam in the Volvo in the top, right? But then the Most High send Esau through there, and everybody gets shut down. Now everybody's looking at a dub.
Right.
Or Pookie got shot. You see what I'm saying? That's the Most High raising that person up, and then that judgment comes. But we're gonna jump into that. But we gotta first understand that the word Lucifer simply means morning star. So when they did the King James version, that word actually comes from the Latin Vulgate in 382 AD.
Right.
So we got to understand that. So that's not a Hebrew word. Just like Hebrew had to get translated into Latin, Latin into Greek, Greek and so forth into English, and then into Spanish, French, Italian, whatever. You see that? So there's certain words that needed to be translated. So the word Hayal in the Hebrew simply means the Latin word morning star. Morning star in Latin means Lucifer. That's all that is. Right? So we got to establish that first, right? So now the Hebrew word translated to the Latin word Lucifer, Lucifer and the morning star mean the same thing.
Right.
That's it. A man of high esteem. And in this case, we're going to show that Christ is called, Yahawashi is called the morning star. So there can't be two morning stars if they're both the same.
Hey, you know, you know that started something a long time ago to the unlearned, right?
Right.
A guy said something to me about this one time. He said, well, or I heard him say this about the most well, Jesus Christ is called Lucifer too. So it's like he was the devil. This is what I heard, bro. See, that's the type of stuff that this stuff puts you at when you start teaching this stuff like this confusion. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that, because in essence, he had a point, but he didn't understand.
Right. Exactly.
Because yes, if you understand that the word Lucifer simply means morning star, light one, the one that's going to be the light to the world, yes, that's the title. The morning star. Morning star in Latin is just Lucifer.
Right.
Like we say the sun. You're going to be the light to the world when the sun come up. That's all that means. But he thinking that Lucifer and Lucifer is a person, that's Satan, and Satan and Christ is the same.
Exactly.
Lost in the sauce.
Right. That's why I had to, had to cut him with that, man, because you know what I'm saying, it would be edification, but he was trying to be pompous, like he knew what he was talking about. So, you know what I'm saying, and I had to break him with the scriptures, yeah.
Right. Because if you didn't understand that, if you didn't go back, see, that's the thing. You got to be able to go into the histories. This is a historical reference. The Bible is. It's a collection of records. That's what the word Bible means. It comes from the word biblios, which means a collection of records. Records are what we put down for our history. Matter of fact, let's show it. Get Revelations 1:1 real quick. Grab Revelations 1:1 real quick. We'll just get a quick precept on it.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1.
Right.
The revelation of Hamashiach Yahawashi,
right,
which the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Salak, hold right there. So you see where it says to show things which must shortly come to pass. That's prophetic. So that's one characteristic of the scriptures. It's prophecy, things which must shortly come to pass. Right? So that's prophecy. Go ahead.
And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
So the servant John was able to get the message from the Most High through his angel, not the fallen angel.
Right, which is the messenger.
Which is a messenger. Didn't he just say that?
That's right.
Signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Watch this. Go ahead.
Who bear record
of
the word of the Most High. Who bear record of the word of the Most High.
Who bear record of the word. Go ahead.
And of the testimony of Hamashiach Yahawashi.
And what else?
And of all things that he saw.
And all things that he saw. You see that? So this is a book that you got to go into the histories to get the understanding of certain things, certain words, certain meanings.
Right.
If you don't understand that Lucifer just simply means a Latin word that means morning star, then you wouldn't understand the translation that was done during the time of King James out of the 382 AD Latin Vulgate.
And all that come from because it says that he fell from heaven.
Right. Which means a high esteem. Because guess what? I'm going to show that. This is talking about Nebuchadnezzar.
That's right.
Right?
At this time, it's talking about Nebuchadnezzar. This is, like you said, this is a double fold because it's about Babylon before and it's about the new Babylon that's going to, just the same thing going to happen.
Right. Like it said in Revelations right here. Things which must shortly come to pass. You see that? You gotta be able to go in here and discern what it's saying. You gotta have somebody teach you, show you things. I had to go to brothers. Hey, bro, what's that mean? I go to show. Hey, man, what we gonna talk about? How we gonna break that down?
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So thinking we gotta put away the old mindset and the old ideologies that we learned when we were so Christians. We have to, or that's going to be our stumbling block. Fallen angels and Satan and Lucifer fighting against God and the morning star, that goes back to Christianity dogma. And that's what got us in the position where we're at. Destroyed, finished, not knowing what's going on. Right? So let me see, where was we at? Oh, yeah, Salah. Isaiah 14 chapter, like I said, is simply talking about Nebuchadnezzar, right? Now watch this. While we're in Revelations, right? Let's get Revelations 22 and 16. Revelations 22 and 16. This is where you probably cut old boy up, right?
Let me see.
Yeah, Revelations 22, 16.
Oh, yeah. I, Yahawashi, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches.
Mm-hmm.
I am the root and offspring of David.
I am the root and offspring of David. Not the offspring of an angel that came down and had sex with Mary.
Right.
Whole nother subject. Whole nother topic. We'll get exactly what I think. We're definitely going to get into that one. That virgin birth doctrine. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Right? But it says, read again, verse 16, Salah.
I, Yahawashi, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches.
Salah, the angel of the Most High come to testify unto you, us, right? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Unto you these things in the churches.
Watch this.
I am the root and the offspring of David.
Go ahead.
And the bright and morning star.
What is he?
The bright and morning star.
So now we got two people that's called the bright and morning star. Yahawashi get called the bright and morning star. That's in red, ain't it?
That's right.
In my book, that's red. That's
right.
So he calling himself the bright and morning star. But Lucifer fell down. He called himself the bright and morning star.
Right.
So is the Bible contradicting itself, or somebody don't have a proper understanding of what it means?
It sounds like to me.
It sounds like to me like we ought to obey the Most High rather than men.
That's right.
Let's get that real quick. Let's get that in Acts. Let's get that.
The God of our fathers.
Right. Right? Because that's how he was raised up, right? To be the bright and morning star. He was exalted because he sacrificed himself. Let's get Acts 5:29.
Then Peter and the other apostle answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than man.
Read that again.
Then Peter and the other apostle answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than man.
We ought to obey the Most High rather than man. Watch this.
The God of our fathers raised up Yahawashi.
He did what?
Raised up Yahawashi.
Hold on, Salah.
Revelations
22 and verse 16. I'm going to read at the bottom.
That's right.
And the bright and morning star. Where is that at? That's a high place. He said he raised him up in Acts 5:29.
That's right.
You see that? 5 and 30. Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
Read 5 and 30 again.
The God of our fathers raised up Yahawashi.
The God of our fathers raised up Yahawashi. Go ahead.
Whom ye slew and hang on a tree.
Watch this.
All right. Him have the Most High exalted.
Read that again.
Him have the Most High exalted.
Him have the Most High exalted. Hold up. Let me get a definition real quick. Let me get a definition of the word exalted real quick. All right.
Actually, I'm gonna go somewhere too.
You see where I'm going, right?
Yep. I'm about to go somewhere right now. Right where you are.
Right? Oh yeah, I already know what you're about to do. Watch this. Exalted of a person or their rank or status. Watch this. Placed at a high or powerful level, held in high regard. Exalted with his right hand, the right hand of the Most High. Watch this. In a state of extreme happiness, elated, exultant, jubilant, joyful, joyous. Watch this. Triumphant, rapturous, blissful. Watch this. Transported. Didn't he say that he slew him and hung him on a tree and he exalted him with his right hand? You see that?
That's right.
Placed in a high esteem. So yes, when we go into Revelations 22, 16 and 17, when it says of the seed of David, right? The bright and morning star, that's because he was exalted for what he had done while he was on the earth. And that goes both ways. You can be exalted for doing bad things too.
Yep.
People exalt the mafia leaders.
Yep.
People exalt criminals, right? But they also exalt those who they deem to be good. Martin Luther King was exalted.
Right.
Malcolm X was exalted, but they had the same mission, but two different paths and two different meanings. You see what I'm saying? But they was both exalted. Rosa Parks is exalted, lift up, but Yahawashi was lifted up as going to be that person who is the light that sits on the right hand of the Most High. That's the understanding of that Lucifer doctrine. Go ahead. Can you have something?
One more. We're gonna go on Romans 9 and 17. I'm gonna show you an example of the Most High raising up a king or another nation, just like he did in Isaiah 14 with Nebuchadnezzar. Right?
You want which one? You want, King?
9 and 17 Romans.
All right. The book of Romans 9 and verse 17. The scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose, I have raised thee up.
The same thing. I have raised thee up. So the Most High raised it. We can get into that too, but go ahead.
That I might show my power in thee. And that my name might be declared throughout the earth. So
here's an example of the Most High raising up a person from another nation, raised them up just so he can show his power in thee. Just like today he raised up Esau. He raised up Esau just so he can, because Esau is the vessel that's fitted for destruction.
Right.
And
we're gonna get in. I'm glad you said that too.
Yep.
I'm glad you said that because he is the vessel fitted for destruction.
Exactly.
And that's why that prophecy in Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14, that's right.
Twofold, because it's talking about an event that happened in our records, in our histories, but it's also talking about a prophecy that's to come.
You ever notice this, right? This kingdom, right? This spiritual kingdom, spiritual Egypt that we're in right now.
Right.
Don't you know that this is all the kingdoms in one, right here.
Right here.
All the wicked kingdoms in one.
Right.
Everything. Sodom and Gomorrah. It's Babylon. It's Egypt.
Right. Let's run it down. You got the confusion of Babylon. where anything goes. You got the homosexuality of Sodom and Gomorrah,
right,
and diverse lust and lewd acts, right?
come,
You have what is that? The warmongering, like the Persians,
come,
the conquering, taking over,
conquering,
right?
yep,
Then you have that democracy, like the Greeks and the Romans, sanctioned,
right.
taxes,
You
an elected
have,
official, the rich white men who call themselves Congress,
come,
right? And then you have Egypt,
come,
which means bondage.
come.
And who they
And,
keep in bondage? Us.
that's right. And I mean, and if you look, like I said, there's a lot of parallels with Egypt here, with
Mm-hmm.
all those nations. And
Right.
that's why in Romans 9, he talked about, for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Right.
Right. So he just said, because the subject matter of that is Esau. Right. He said for this, just like he said unto Pharaoh, I have raised thee up just so I might show my power in thee. So that's what the Most High is telling you, that Esau is being raised up today just so he can show his power in thee. Right?
God.
Yeah.
And that's real important, and that's real powerful, because once when we go down a little bit further into this is just the opening.
Oh, that's right. That's just the opening. I mean, there's a lot more to that.
It's a lot more to this, because now when you start making the correlation, wait, hold up. The Most High said that in Isaiah 14 that this was the man who made the nations tremble.
Yeah, let's wait for that one.
Right.
You know, I can't wait to get to that one.
Right. So where we at? All right. So Salak, let's read that Revelations 22:16 real quick. Read that again. And then I'm gonna get John 8 and 12, and I'm gonna let me back off of that.
All right.
Revelations 22:16 and 16.
Revelations 22 and 16. It says that I, Yahawashi, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches.
Right.
I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star.
Now watch this. John chapter 8, right? John chapter 8 and verse 12. Oh, let me get it. John 8 and 12. Because he said he the bright and morning star, right? John 8:12. Then spake Yahawashi again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. What's the light that lights up the world coming from the east?
The sun, right?
What time of the day do it rise?
What is that? Like in the morning. That's right.
And what is the sun?
The bright and morning star.
The bright and morning star. And what does it do to the earth when it rises? It gives
light up the earth. That's right.
It's nothing.
It makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me, right? Then spake Yahawashi again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. Watch this. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. There's a light that guides you into darkness, and there's a light that guides you into righteousness. That's through Yahawashi. You see that? He said, I am the light of the world. So he can bring us out of darkness. Remember, that's what we was talking about yesterday, last night, with the fallen angels and being illuminated. That's what we read in Baruch chapter 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob. Matter of fact, I'm going to read that again. Grab that Baruch 4 and 2 real quick.
All right. And I got to bring out something else that's important for where we at. You said,
right, bring out what you had, and then I'll grab that Baruch 4 and 2. Go ahead.
Well, we want to I want to show you something else, right? What we reading, right?
Right.
Daniel 2 and 37.
Let me get that with you.
Watch this.
With you.
Just go into what we're talking about, right? We're talking about the Most High give those people the authority, right? Daniel chapter 2, I guess. Yeah, we can start at 37.
Yep.
it says, "Thou, O King, are a King of kings, for
Mm-hmm.
the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
power, and strength, and glory.
Mm-hmm.
And whatsoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven have he given unto thine hand, and have made thee
Right.
ruler over of them, all them, Salaki, over them all. Thou art his head of gold."
Right.
All right. So we see that the Most High of heaven gave him the more bright and morning star, right? Gave him the kingdomship,
And who
right?
is this talking about? Who is this
That's
talking about?
Nebuchadnezzar.
Jump over to verse 46.
There you go. Verse 46, it says, "Then the king of Nebuchadnezzar,
The
then the
king.
king, Salakia, the king Nebuchadnezzar
No, that's
fell
Lucifer.
upon his face." That's right.
No, that's Lucifer, ain't it?
Exactly.
That's Satan,
Right.
right? He said Nebuchadnezzar,
That's right.
right? You got to get the understanding. You
Yeah.
got to get the understanding of what's going on,
Right.
right?
And when you say you want to go out,
Let me get that Baruch 4 and 2.
oh, okay, yep. Oh shoot, hold on. Baruch 4 and 2. It
Right?
said, "Turn thee, O Jacob,
Turn thee, O Jacob.
and take hold of it.
Uh-huh.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof."
Do what?
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Hold up. Let me get that again. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta get that John again. I gotta get that John one more time. I like to go back and forth because I like to hit that thing home. Out the park,
That's
grand
right.
slam. There's no questions, there's no confusion. Right?
Right.
John chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Yahawashi again unto them, right? Saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness,
Right.
but shall have the light of life. Bring that Baruch 4 2 out.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 2, it says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and
Uh-huh.
take hold of it.
Right?
Walk in the presence of the light of Salaki, of the light thereof."
Do what?
Walk in the presence of the light thereof,
Go ahead.
that thou mayest be illuminated.
So now, this how we know that the Apocrypha is real too. Christ quoting Baruch right there.
There you go.
Christ quoting Baruch right there.
That's right.
That you need to walk in the light. What is the light? What is the laws of life? The commandments.
That's right.
Right? You see that? That's why I wanted to bring that out. So if he's saying walk in the light, okay, so what was Esdras doing? What was Baruch doing? Wait, hold up, wait. What was Daniel doing? Because he had to go in front of the King of Kings.
That's
now,
right.
Isn't Christ called the King of Kings?
That's right.
You see that?
Nebuchadnezzar Christ? No.
No. But see, we got to understand something. There's the right-hand side, the righteous side, and there's the left-hand side. You see that? Every title that Yahawashi was given, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Master, Ruler, right? Morning Star, Great and Powerful. Christ had the same thing on the right-hand side. But Christ was exalted in righteousness.
Right.
Nebuchadnezzar was brought down to the pit for his wickedness.
Wow. Let's work on this, man. This is why this chapter is so important, man. And everything on this, because I think people only read that one part and automatically they look at Lucifer as the spiritual Satan.
Right.
You understand? That's a difference, man. But yeah.
So, yeah. Let's go back to that Isaiah. Matter of fact, let's break it down for him this way. Let's get Isaiah 13.
Okay.
Right? Because what you just read in Daniel, that he was the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, right?
Right.
Let's get Isaiah 13
and
Let's get verse 1.
Right.
Yeah, get verse 1. Yep.
The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
So who is this talking about? What's the context? What is the blessedness he that readeth?
The burden of Babylon.
The burden of Babylon. Go ahead.
Which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Isaiah saw this. So what did the Most High tell us to do, or tell the prophets to do when he showed them something? Write it down. Remember we read that in Revelations? Write it down. He signified it, right? Now watch this. Jump over to verse 19. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, verse 19. Jump over that real quick.
Okay. And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
So Babylon was that top prime real estate.
Right.
In the same way that Babylon got burned up so bad that we can still pick up the ground today and light it on fire.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Yep.
Sodom and Gomorrah, Salaki. That's the same way the Most High destroyed the Babylonians.
That's right, Up.
That's the same way. But hold up. Jump over to verse 11.
Here we go. And Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
What world is that talking about?
Right.
Is that talking about the whole entire earth?
Right.
Or are we talking about the Babylonian world?
That's right.
You see that? We got to be able to break this thing down. He said, I will punish the world. Go ahead.
For their evil.
Watch this.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Go ahead.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
The Babylonians were what?
Proud.
Nebuchadnezzar was arrogant.
That's right.
He was a tyrant. He called himself the morning star. And the Most High said he was going to do what? Read it, go ahead.
I will make and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And this is very important. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
And who was more terrifying than Nebuchadnezzar during the time of the Babylonians?
That's right.
Nebuchadnezzar, he could look at you, put him to death.
That's right. And that last sentence on there, it says, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Right.
That lay low is very important.
Lay low, bring down
on
the bottom to the grave. Your festives, your parties, you're having a good time. You're keeping the children of Israel locked up and serve in servitude. The Most High got to bring that down. That's not talking about the spiritual entity Satan. Right? But look, let's get this right here. Now, let's get verse 19. Now, this is what I want, verse 19.
Verse 19. Right. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. Slack you, brother. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
All right. And it shall, you want me to keep going up?
Yep.
All right. And it shall never be inhabited. Neither shall be dwelt in from generation to generation.
Good.
Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Come on.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
Right.
The owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Right.
And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses. And dragons in their pleasant palaces.
Right.
And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So this is talking about a nation. peoples.
That's right.
Race, a nationality that had us in bondage. And the Most High, like he always do, comes through for us in the clutch while giving them warning. This is what Isaiah is seeing. Right? We read that in 13:1. Right? So now, start at verse 1, 14:1. Watch this.
Hold on,
You good, King?
You know, I'll be going other places because I'll be having some precepts in my head real quick. But go ahead.
You got something?
I'll get it in a minute. Isaiah 14, right?
Right? Yeah, 14:1.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Now we got to get an understanding. What did we just read in verse 22? 19,
right.
verse 11. I will punish the world. I ain't talking about the whole earth. He said, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, right? I will make desolate. I have all the foul beasts of the earth living and dwelling in that land now, right? Now let's see what verse 14:1 say.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
This is why the prophecy is twofold.
God.
Because he said he's going to set us in our own land. And what are we going to be doing? Go ahead.
And the stranger shall be joined with them.
Right.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right. So in our own land, they're going to cleave to the house of Jacob. Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids.
Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Now watch this.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They shall do what?
Rule over their oppressors.
They shall rule over their oppressors. So who is oppressing us? Who is oppressing the Israelites at this time?
God.
The Babylonians. Right? Go ahead.
Right. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrows and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
This is a heavy scripture right here because the Most High said, I'm going to give you rest from all your sorrow and from thy fear. Rest from being afraid that you don't know when this dude going to snap his finger and might try to throw you in the lion's den.
That's right, huh?
Or try to put you in the furnace.
We
dealing with a madman right here. A tyrant. One who would exalt himself as the Most High. That's what we're talking about. This is Lucifer. We got to get that understanding. The morning star. Lucifer just means morning star. Right? In today's term, the superstar. Your idol, per se. Keep going, though.
That thou, verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
No, against Satan.
Against the king of Babylon.
No, the devil.
Against the king of Babylon.
That thou shalt take this up against the king of Babylon. Who's the king of Babylon?
Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar.
God.
Go ahead.
And say, how have the oppressor ceased?
Whoa. How have who?
The oppressor ceased.
Go ahead.
The golden city ceased.
Read verse 2 again.
And the people shall take, verse 2 you said?
Yeah, read verse 2.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives.
They shall take them captives, the Babylonians.
That's right, huh? Whose captives they were.
Because we were captives to the Babylonians. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They were oppressed by the Babylonian people and world and their society. Why? Jump to verse 4.
that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Watch this.
And say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
So Babylon, the people that lived there were the oppressors,
Gone.
the Israelites. The oppressor was Nebuchadnezzar.
Gone.
Because the Babylonians were Nebuchadnezzar's people under his leadership, under his rule, that gave the green light to say it is okay for you to take the Israelites captive and oppress them. Go ahead.
Right. The golden city ceased.
The golden city. Right, go ahead.
That's right. And this is the golden city today.
Right.
Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked.
The staff of the wicked, which was who?
And that's right.
The Babylonians led by Nebuchadnezzar. Go ahead.
And the scepter of rulers.
And that's all their mighty men.
That's right.
Leaders. Right, go ahead.
He who smote the people in wrath.
He did.
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
He continued to do that. He was a tyrant. He was a brutal, bloodthirsty man.
Right.
Who loved the power and might that the Most High gave him. Right. Just so he can be an example. Go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth.
Now it's time for him to get persecuted. Now it's time for his people to go in captivity, and nobody's going to give a damn.
And this ain't happened yet.
This ain't happened yet.
That's right. Oh, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead, verse 7.
Oh, okay. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest.
When this happens, what's going to happen?
The whole earth is at rest.
Let me show you something. Go ahead, finish reading that scripture right there.
The whole earth is at rest, and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea. When we go to 806.
Singing. Right?
Go
ahead.
Yea, the first trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Now read verse. Go ahead, bro. I know.
I mean, this just parallels so perfectly with Babylon today, man. God. Like we basically they cut down so many trees in America that they have to get trees imported in.
Yeah, and donated and have farms made through donations.
Right.
Right. Because they're greed and for resources and lands. Now, read verse 7 again.
All right. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
They bring forth into what?
Into singing.
Let's get Proverbs 29:2.
We're going to sing like crazy when Babylon falls.
Right? Proverbs 29:2. Real quick. I grab it. Hold where you at.
Oh, yeah, I'm staying right here.
Yeah, read that scripture again.
All right. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
They bring forth into singing. Now, what is this talking about? What happened? What has happened that the people is rejoicing and singing? The fir tree, even the trees is happy.
Right.
What's happened here? Somebody who was the oppressor, somebody who was the wicked has fallen.
That fallen.
That fallen, right? Proverbs 29, I'm going to start at verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Right? Then they just say ain't nobody going to come up there stop Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians from falling.
That's right. Nobody's
to give you a remedy. You've been wicked all this time. It is what it is now. Right? Watch this. When that happens, watch this. Verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
That's
Then they
right.
say the whole earth jump out and singing. Because we read in 14 and 2. We read in 14 and 2, Salak, that Israel was going to take them captives. So now Israel is in rulership in their land. Now the world is rejoicing. Right? But it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. They're going to love to have us as their leaders and their rulers. Because we're going to do them right.
Exactly.
We're
The
going to do
whole earth is going to be erect.
The whole earth
like
is going to be erect. Right?
Right.
And then it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, like Nebuchadnezzar, like Pharaoh, right? Like how we get oppressed here in America, the people mourn. And the whole earth is not at rest because you at any time they can drop bombs on you. Anytime they can do that. So how can you rejoice and truly be happy in your own land? You can't do it under the thumb and the rule of Esau. Right? You had a precept?
No, I do, but I want to. I'm just going to keep going into this. So you're doing perfect, brother.
All right. Go ahead and go to the next one. Where we at? Isaiah 14 and what? Where we at? 8. 14 and 8. All right. Yeah. That's right.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the... Go ahead,
No. It says, hell from beneath thee is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. You know what that means?
Please explain it.
You know what that means? All the wickedness you have done, the earth is happy to swallow your ass up. Excuse the language. But the earth is ready to recycle you, to bring you back down to the dust.
To the dust.
To the dust.
See, when people see another thing, Salakia, when people see that hell, they automatically thinking of the red man with the pitchfork, right? Yeah, exactly. But this is talking about now. Nebuchadnezzar went from a high, the son of the morning,
right?
The high exalted, right, to the bottom, to the ground, to the dirt, to the dust, to a condition that was low. What happened in Daniel? Well, didn't he the Most High put him on the ground or something like that, like as an animal,
right on the bottom,
right? That's what that means. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Soon as you get here, I'm waiting.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Exactly. It stirreth up the dead for thee.
Watch this.
Even all the chief ones of the earth.
Even all the other ones that was just like you. Yeah.
That's right. It hath raised up from their Salakia. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Right? All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Are you become weak like us?
That's right. He fell, right?
Right.
Art thou become like unto us?
Wait, you down here in the hood like us? You on the bottom? Wait. You ain't in the big house no more? You ain't out there in the Hamptons? You ain't in Beverly Hills? Rodeo Drive? You what? You on MLK Boulevard?
That's right.
How you get over here with us? Right, go ahead.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Read it again.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
And we brought that out. What that mean yesterday? Stuck up. Think you're bad. Think you're all that. You got it together. Wait. You think you're the morning star.
Right.
Right, go ahead.
And the noise of thy vows.
Your parties, your festivals, right? Your orgies, right? get-togethers, right? Your food celebrations and your Oktoberfest, right? Go ahead.
Your Christmas, your
Right,
Thanksgiving,
your Christmas, your
what's that?
your
July 4th.
Pineapple Hams,
Uh-huh.
4th of July's, right? Go
Now
ahead.
look how far in the dust in the grave you're going to be. The worm is spread under thee,
So from
and
the
the
bottom
worms cover thee.
and from the top,
Con
surrounded. That's the grave.
in the grave.
That's the grave. Sha'ol. Go ahead.
Oh, verse 12. Here we go. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son
Who's
of
we
the
been talking
morning?
about? Salah, I did not mean to cut you out. Who
No,
have we been talking
no,
about
that's
this
perfect.
time?
Con,
Nebuchadnezzar. So now all of a
right,
sudden we talking about Satan?
right.
You see that? Go ahead.
Stop letting them show you these movies that don't go with these scriptures, man. All right.
Watch.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of
Mm-hmm.
the morning?
Uh-huh.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
How are you cut down to the ground? How you been brought down? Because the
Right.
Most High brought you down.
Absolutely. He raises kings and he bring kings down.
He turned them down. Go ahead.
Which this weakened the nations.
Which what?
This weakened the nations.
Which did weaken the nations. Go ahead.
For thou hast said in thine heart,
Uh-huh.
I will ascend into heaven.
Now, was he saying, I'm going to go up there in the stars?
No.
Like I said, this is twofold. This is twofold prophecy right here.
100%.
Nebuchadnezzar didn't say that, but Esau said that.
Con.
Right? He said, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven.
And you can go to Obadiah and read this.
You can read that in Obadiah, right? Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
I will do what?
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Now watch this. Who's the stars of the Most High? The Israelites. That's y'all. That's us. I will put my throne above them, meaning that we're going to be on the bottom and he's going to be exalted. Then we read earlier what Christ said. Oh, wait. Acts 5:29.
That's right.
Acts 5:30. Him have the Most High exalted. What did he just say?
Right.
What did he say in verse 13?
It says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
He said, this scripture right here is real powerful because you got to really pay attention to what Nebuchadnezzar is saying in his mind.
Especially this next one. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
You see that? Meaning they're going to be in servitude to me. So you got to look at the eyes. When a person speak like this, he said, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt myself. Will exalt my throne. I will sit also upon the mount in the congregation. Watch this. Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's the pompous. That's the proud. That's the arrogancy that needs to be shut down. Watch this. Let me jump over to verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Who was terrible? Nebuchadnezzar and his people, the Babylonians. Satan is not there.
That's right.
That's not Satan. Okay? That's why we had to do this. That's why we had to break that down. The angels and Satan ain't fighting against the Most High. They on the payroll.
That's right.
They going for employee of the month, employee of the millennium. That's what they going. Right? Let's get some more, man. We gonna get some more. Matter of fact, let's prove that because it said, I will be like the Most High, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that. Lamentations 2:1. I think we touched on this yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We touched on this yesterday. Because if he did it to us, you don't think he gonna do it to the heathens?
That's right.
Right? If he did it to his own children, he gonna do it to the heathens. Right? Bring that up. Lamentations 2:1.
Lamentations chapter 2, verse 1.
Right?
How have Yahweh covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger,
Mm-hmm.
and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel,
Right?
and remember not his footstool in the day of his anger.
You see that?
Right.
He said he cast us down. And we his beauty. We his image. Right? Go ahead.
Yahweh has swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob, and have not pity.
You see that? If he ain't pity us, who you
Right.
think the Babylonians gonna get pity? You had us in captivity.
Gone.
That same thing goes to the place where we captives now, here in America. Y'all think the Most High gonna have pity on y'all for what y'all did to us? You're proud. You can't be beat. You got the biggest military. You got the most money, the biggest economy. There's no way that you could ever fall. There's no way in your eyes, but that ain't what the Most High say, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
He hath brought them down to the ground.
You see that? He brought us where?
Down to the ground.
And that's where we at now. Trying to raise back up, trying to wake up and knock off the dust. Right?
Right.
Get the fuzz and stuff out your head, get the sleepies out your eyes, wake up. Right? Come out the dust. Right? Go ahead.
He hath polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof.
You see that? Now watch this. Get that Isaiah 14:6. Right? Because he oppressed the nations. Right? And I think that's also in Deuteronomy.
Right.
Right?
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 6.
Right?
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
He did what?
Smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Uh-huh.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to get you out of that hand. Right? Nobody ain't gonna be able to get you out of there. Watch this. Let me get this right here. Because that's talking about this, how you know that's talking about Israel. Hold on. Let me get that Deuteronomy real quick. 28. I got to get that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Jump on that. 28, I want to say it's like 44. Yeah. Hold on. I was just there too. Hang on.
You want me to bring it out up?
You got it already?
Yeah.
Thou shalt be only oppressed.
Oh, okay.
Man, that's what I want. That's what I want.
I mean, we got so many on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring out some other ones while you get that one, all right?
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high,
right?
And thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Yeah, I was right. Deuteronomy 28 and 33. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
Read 33. Read 33. That's right.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat of. So I cannot eat up. and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
You see that? Oppressed and crushed. That's terrible.
Yeah, man.
Oppressed and crushed always. But you don't want to do what the Most High tell you to do. You want to believe and be afraid of the fallen angels. That's why I'm gonna buy the Book of Enoch too, man. I'm gonna get the Book of Enoch because I'm gonna do a scripture for scripture, line upon line breakdown of how that right, because the Book of Enoch got that in there.
Yeah.
That Book of Enoch, and Israel put that as a part of their studies. You see them on Facebook. They got the Sefer with the King James, with the Apocrypha, with the Jubilees, with the Jashers, right?
Oh my goodness.
With the Enochs and a bottle of wine.
Wow.
Looking stupid. Looking stupid. None of that matches up at all.
That don't match up at all.
At all.
They talk about the fallen angels. They talk about these are the guys. I already know. That's all I got. When they talk, I already know. I asked them one time. Some brother was bringing something out. I said, let me guess. You Enoch. You the Book of Enoch kind of guy, huh? He's like, yeah, man. I said, I knew it, man. And another sister said, I figured them brothers bugged out.
They be bugged out.
Yo, she said that I started dying, brother.
They be bugged out thinking about all kinds of foolishness. Like what? So
talking crazy.
So Eve got pregnant with a microscopic sperm Eve got pregnant with a microscopic sperm and then had a 400-foot tall man.
Right.
And then
that's another thing bugged out.
Right. And then turned into a siren.
See, that's the thing, man. Esau got a hold of that book and started doing it, bringing out his bull jump.
Right. Like, wait, hold up, bro. That's not in the scriptures.
It don't match up at all.
Lilith, that's a Jewish fable, man.
All right.
The book is about the Jews. So if you go outside of that, that's a Jewish fable. That's a seducing spirit. It's a stumbling block for you. It's confusion. It's not of the Most High, right? But that's a whole nother thing. We're gonna jump on that. Let me jump back over here real quick. Right. So at the bottom line is that Nebuchadnezzar was prideful, man. And, and he proclaimed himself to be something more than he was. The Most High put him in that position just to show, like, all right, he hardened his heart. I got to show him. My people are afraid of him. I got to give them some relief. They've been oppressed and crushed by this dude. I got to take him away. I got to put him out. So watch this right here. Let's get where we was at. We're still on Isaiah. I still want that though, because we got to keep going back and forth to that. But I'm gonna jump into something real quick. Read Isaiah 15.
I got it. Isaiah 15 or 14.
You can start at 14. Bring out 14 and read down.
Oh, okay. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
I will be like the Most High. Go ahead.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
You should be what?
Brought down to hell.
Go ahead.
To the size of the pit.
That's death.
Come on.
Go ahead.
All right.
Watch this.
Verse 15. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
So when you hold on. So you got this dude laying in the pits, brought to the bottom. Okay, the king, right? The ruler, the great Nebuchadnezzar. What? The Babylonians, the king of the Chaldees. Go ahead.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying,
what?
Is this the man?
Is this who?
Is this the man?
Is this that dude? Oh, wait. Are they asking, is this Satan? Is this Lucifer?
Is this the man?
This the man, a person, a
that
dude
made that made the earth to tremble,
that made
that
the earth
did shake the kingdoms?
and did shake the kingdoms. Yes, that's Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, that's him. That's him laying right there in the dust with the worms on him. Him. Yep. Just like the scripture said. Nothing to do with Satan. That had nothing to do with Satan. Know how? Let me show you this. Get Matthew 23 and 12. Let's lamb that. Let's lamb that. Matthew 23, 12.
I'm sorry, I keep going somewhere because I'm trying to find something else too. But you said Matthew what?
23 and 12.
Matthew 23 and 12. Matthew chapter 22 verse 23 verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased.
Wait, read that again.
And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased.
Whoever shall lift himself up shall be what?
Abased.
Should be brought down very low. Abased. Put on the bottom. Remember, you exalt yourself. Remember, even Christ was careful with that. He didn't exalt himself above.
That's right. We brought that out.
Christ didn't do that. So we can't do that. We're supposed to be following the example that he left for us. Right? Read that again, brother.
Right. He that exalt himself shall be abased.
Right.
And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted.
He that do what?
Humble himself shall be exalted.
Humble yourself.
No.
You are not as good as you think you are. You are not as powerful as you think you are. Even when you think you're powerful, don't think that you can't get brought down to the dust and be abased. That can happen. We're talking about the Most High. And I tell the brothers, all the brothers in the camp, man, don't I always say this? I am afraid to lead the men of the Most High, to lead the people of the Most High in the wrong way. I am afraid of that. I am afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you are playing with people's soul.
That's right,
You are playing and going and being malicious, being a brute, right? Teaching false doctrines, jumping into every wind of anything that come about. You got to be so afraid of the wrath of the Most High. You can't say, I'm the greatest teacher in Israel. I'm the best. We got the best camp. All that foolishness, our congregation better than yours. We got this over here. We established, my elders did this. I'm an elder. All that's fine. All that's fine. But don't exalt yourself as if you trying to take the seat of Yahawashi. It's only one person that can sit in that throne. Now, hopefully, we get some thrones, judging the 12 tribes, right? But we can't exalt ourselves as Yahawashi or as the Most High, because that's when you get brought down to a lower state. That's when you get abased. That's when you get put in the pit. That's when you get destroyed, right? Let me get one more. 2 Peter 1:19. I think we went into this yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 Peter 1:19.
I want to go to something else after you've done that.
Yeah, whatever you want to get. I'm pretty much rocked out on the Lucifer 119. Is that what I want?
Well, I'll bring this out while you're looking for that, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless you're there, because I don't want to mess you up.
In the wrong spot. I was in the wrong. I was in 1 Peter.
I don't want to mess you up. All good.
I'm here.
Go ahead.
All right. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 19. Watch this. We have also a more sure word of prophecy. Remember, we got into it earlier. We said prophecy and history, right? Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed. Watch this. As unto a light that shineth in a dark place. Who's that talking about? Until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts.
God.
I'm going to read it again for them. We have also a more sure word of prophecy. Unto ye do well that ye take heed. We said, keep my commandments, right? Take heed to the words, right? As unto a light that shineth in a dark place. That's us. We are the ones in darkness that need to be illuminated, like it said in Baruch 4:2, right? Until the day dawn when the sun rise, right? And the day star arise in your hearts. That's following Yahawashi when he is able to make that sacrifice, when he was able to make that sacrifice for us. So you can't have two Lucifers, can't have two morning stars, right? And they the same person. So we got to understand what that means, right? But yeah, I digress. That's pretty much what I had. Go ahead.
Salakia, I'm a little tired today, man. Salakia, people, man. But man, I'm here. You know what I mean? So.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to Daniel 4 and 25 real quick.
All right. All right. The book of Daniel, chapter 4 and verse 25. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That they shall drive thee from men,
mm-hmm.
and thy dwelling shall be with the beast of the field.
So that's that lower state that Babylon went down, Nebuchadnezzar went down, right?
Right.
He went down to the beast of the field,
And they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen.
That's a very, very low estate, right?
That's real.
from a king ruling kingdoms to this
grazing,
here
to grazing.
Go ahead.
All right. It says, and they shall wet. Wait, Salah. And they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven. And 7 times shall pass over till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Who ruleth in the kingdom of men?
The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Right. And check this out. And what?
And giveth it to whomsoever he will.
So there you go. So the Most High gives the kingdoms. He raised you up, and he can take you down to the point where you're grazing in the field.
Grazing in the field. Looking stupid.
That's what we get to when we go to Isaiah 14, how the king of Babylon fell from his throne to a very, very low estate. That's who Lucifer is considered. That's just his position the high Salakia, the enlightened one or bright one or whatever, right? That was his that's who he was at that time, and the Most High put him down to a very, very low state, and that's what it says, that he shall go down to the grave.
Right. The bottom.
The very bottom. Where worms shall cover thee. That was considered shame or death. Right?
Right.
Because what happened when you're in the grave? Worms is going to be on you. You're going to have maggots all in your body and stuff like that. You're going to be covered.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And watch this. Let's get a little bit more history on that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Daniel 1 and 1.
Yep. Let's
get Daniel 1:1. So we got to understand that the book of Daniel in the time of the Babylonians was about 605, 630 BC-ish, around that time. So this is like 500-600 years before Christ even on the scene. right? Before he even born. And remember, we just read in Daniel, the 25th chapter, the Most High said, he giveth the kingdom to whomever so he will, right? This is Daniel 1:1. In the 3rd year of the reign of Joachim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem and besieged it.
And besieged it, right?
Why? Because Israel was going off.
God.
Israel was going against the Most High. False doctrines, worshiping idols, sacrificing, right? To unclean things. And the Most High said, all right, I'm going to raise up this dude named Nebuchadnezzar. These Babylonians. And I'm going to send them on y'all. And I'm going to let them take over. Because we were still in rulership. We had a king.
All right.
We had a king.
Yeah, George.
That's a statement when a king take another king's crown.
Seriously.
That's a powerful statement. I'm punking you. I'm sunning you. So we done got sunned, punked by Nebuchadnezzar, a Babylonian. Right? Watch this. Verse 2. And the Most High gave Joachim, king of Judah, into his hand. You see that? He gave him over with part of the vessels of the house of the Most High, which he carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his power, and he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his God. You see that? The Most High is in charge. It's all about what he gonna do. Not what you want to do, not the theologies and all that. Right? So we got to understand the history that go into this too. And understand that the Most High is his movie. It's his movie, right? But we can't get into the Jewish fables. Let me get that too while we here. You got something you want to bring out?
No, that's it, brother.
All right, hang on a second.
I mean, I'm more sure of something to come to me in a minute.
I got to get this one real quick.
Where you going, brother? I got you.
Titus 1:14.
Titus 1:14.
Right.
Titus 1:14.
Yeah.
Titus chapter 1, verse 14. Not yet. That's it. Not giving heed to Jewish fables.
Doing what?
Not giving heed to Jewish fables.
Go up one.
That's all I'm about to say. This witness is true. Therefore, rebuke them sharply.
Do what?
And rebuke them sharply.
Rebuke them sharply.
That's what we're doing right now.
Right?
Right? That they may be sound in the faith.
There may be what?
Sound in the faith.
No, the angels fought against the Most High.
That they may be sound in the faith.
No. Satan, Lucifer, and Yahawashi is all the same person.
Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
Sound in the faith. Go ahead.
And Salaki, and this is what we're doing, because, like I said before, like these what Jewish fables, what we're about to get into, but this man-made doctrine of Lucifer and all that stuff, those are things that's preventing a lot of our people from being sound in the faith. You know what I'm saying? Because now you get into all this stuff where Christ is called the morning star and all these things, and then they try to put 2 and 2 together, and they come up with 7, thinking it's supposed to be 4. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the problem, man. This is why our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because they reject knowledge, right?
And they'll come. You know what? They'll come at us like we telling them something wrong. We trying to get them right.
Absolutely.
We trying to give you what Pastor didn't give you.
Right.
Go figure.
Verse 14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men.
And do what?
Commandments of men that turn from the truth.
That do what?
That turn from the truth.
Giving he the Jewish fables. Mess around how you turn from the truth. Keep going though. We can close out with this right here.
You already know I'm keep going on this one, brother. Word. Unto the pure, all things are pure. And that's a very important statement right there. Right? Unto the pure, all things are pure.
Right?
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is
and
nothing
what?
pure. And unbelieving is nothing pure.
Right? Go ahead.
But even their mind and conscience is defiled.
Even their mind and the way they get down is defiled.
Right. They profess they know the Most High.
And what?
They profess they know the Most High.
Yeah, I know God. I got a personal relationship. Go ahead.
God. But in works, they deny him.
In works, they deny him. You know why?
God.
In works, you ain't keeping the commandments. Go ahead.
That's right, being abominable. Abominable comes in a lot of different forms. Eating unclean food is abominable.
Right.
Homosexuality is abominable. These things are abominable.
Sleeping with another man's wife.
There you go, Khan.
Lying.
That's right.
That's an abomination to the Most High. He hates that. Right. Being a damn buttercream.
Khan.
Right? Go ahead.
And disobedient.
And disobedient, which is rebellion, which is witchcraft.
And unto every good work, reprobate.
What?
A reprobate.
A reprobate.
God.
See that? Read verse, start at 2 and 1.
Titus chapter 2, verse 1, you said, brother?
Yep, 2 and 1.
But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
But do what?
Speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
And that's what we try to give you. Sound doctrine. You got plenty of scriptures over the last couple of days. Brothers done banged it out. Brothers done worked today, tired. But guess what? We still pull out the live stream. Right? We still gonna hit the streets. We still gonna put in this work. You see what I'm saying?
Man, because all praise to the Most High, man.
Yeah, Con. Because we gotta do what it say. Sound doctrine. Sound doctrine does say of the Lord, not what we think. We back up. We let the scriptures describe each other and back each other up. You see what I'm saying? So I think this is a good, 2-part breakdown: the fallen angels and Satan and Lucifer and all that.
I gotta bring out one more thing though. Go ahead. Are you ready?
Yeah, where you at?
All right, Daniel chapter 12, verse 3. I'm gonna bring out a couple.
Daniel 12, 3. All right, you want me to read it?
Yep.
All right, the book of Daniel, chapter 12, in verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
So wisdom is what? It makes you wise. It makes you shine. It makes you glow, right?
And they
watch this.
Shall turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. So wait, is we getting called? Are we getting called the brightening morning stars as well? Is that talking about thou?
Absolutely, it is.
I'm hoping I'm one of them.
Absolutely, I pray I am.
Let me read that again. Let me get that again. Right? And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to turn our people to righteousness, by telling you the things of the Most High, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's another thing, like, and verse 4 explain, like, this is the time where the book is open, it's not sealed anymore, right?
Right.
And because the Most High has given us some, you know what I mean, he pour his Holy Spirit out to start, so we can teach our people the truth of this Bible, and not that saying that Lucifer is Satan.
Right 'em up.
That time is over. Go ahead, read verse
That's
4.
verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
Mm-hmm.
Even at the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
All right. So this is the time when knowledge, all praises to the Most High, he increased our knowledge and gave us understanding of these scriptures. Because there was a time where we couldn't understand what we was reading, right?
Nothing.
Right. Now we drop down to verse let me see. Go to verse 8 and 8 to 10.
All right. The book of Daniel, 12 and verse 8. And I heard, but I understood not.
How
Then
many
said,
times when we first started, how many times you heard, but you didn't understand what you was hearing?
I heard it all my life.
Him that have ears, let him hear, right?
Nothing. Right? And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end.
What time are we in right now?
In the end times.
That's right. So what's going on right now? Go ahead.
Many shall be purified.
We shall be what?
Purified.
How are we purified? We're purified through the word of the Most High, right? That's the baptism. That baptism that purified us, right? Through the Holy Spirit, right? Through the word, right?
Through the word, right? And tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly.
The wicked going to continue to be wicked. They're going to continue. Go ahead.
And none of the wicked shall understand.
That's what's going to happen. So, like you said earlier, there's going to be people that's still going to be like, what? What they going to say? You said it earlier. They still going to be like, oh man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man.
Y'all niggas on me out over here trying to tell me, man.
God, I ain't trying to hear that. Right.
And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
But the what?
But the wise shall understand.
But the wise shall understand. This is what's going on. You understand? So some people going to get this truth, some people not. Period. It is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about it. It's all up to the Most High.
It ain't not. Yeah, it ain't not called.
The
Most High. We just praying that the Most High have mercy on us and allow us to make it in. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. Let me in. I'm trying to do what I need to do to come in. I'm trying to come. What they say? I'm trying to come through. Hold on, let me see. I might have one more, man. Might have one more. Wait. Yep, that's what I want. Let me get John 7 and 17.
John chapter 7, verse 17.
Give me 16.
John 7 and 16. Yahawashi answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine.
My what? Read it again.
I'm gonna read it from the beginning. Yahawashi, who the world called Jesus, answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine.
What we tell people is not ours. It's the say of the Lord. Go ahead.
But his that sent me.
It's of the Most High.
No,
he put that spirit on us.
Christ is God, son.
Right. He put that spirit on Yahawashi. He put that spirit on us to wake up in the last days to teach our people, to try to get them to repent. He did that. We don't have no control over that. He did that.
Thanks for bringing this scripture out, because this next one is serious.
Right? Go ahead.
If any man will do his will.
If any man, right, will do it. Now, wait. We got to make sure who we talking to. Right? Read verse 15.
Mm-hmm. And Salakia. Okay, yep. And the Jews marveled.
So he talking to some Jews. He ain't saying the whole world. It's not a John 3:16 moment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man's letters, having never learned.
Right. Now jump to verse 17. I just wanted to get the context.
If any man will do his will,
any man of the Jews that I'm here talking to,
he shall know of the doctrine.
He shall know of the doctrine. Watch this.
Whether it be of the Most High, or whether I speak of myself.
Or whether I speak of myself. And when I speak of myself, according to the scriptures, I am exalting myself, put myself in a position where I set up myself to get destroyed.
Yahawashi was amazing, man. He never, as powerful as he was, he never exalted himself over the Most High, ever.
Right. Watch this. Go to verse 18.
Verse 18.
Right.
He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory.
He that speaketh of himself speak his own glory. Watch this.
But he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him.
You see that? It's all about being unrighteous and doing what the Most High say. Don't be trying to make yourself better than nobody. Don't be trying to go out there and do your own thing and lift yourself up and exalt yourself. That's the spirit of Lucifer. If you want to use that.
Yeah.
You want to be the bright and morning star above the stars of the Most High and have people bow down to you.
The Most High will put you a base. He
will abase you quick than the mother. Right? But yeah, I just wanted to bring that last scripture out and close it out with that, man. Like I said, man, it was real. This is a real powerful one. I think the people need to hear this. You know what I mean? And if you got questions or comments, hit us at Congregation of the Mighty 821 at gmail.com. You got questions, reach out, subscribe to the channel, put your comments in there, hit us up. All that's in the links in the description of the videos. Also, if you want to help us push the word, like I say, we always say is we don't do ties and all that. But if you want to help us out, help us push the word, equipment, flyers, ink, printers, all that stuff, we do that out of pocket. So we're gonna do it either way, you know what I mean? But it is good to have brothers in unity that's gonna be willing to help, you get that word out and get it going. So if you want to help us with that, that'll be greatly appreciated. $COM 821. That's on the Cash App if you want to do that. And then we'll say Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Barakatah to you. And we're gonna close out. All right. So, and closing out, we're gonna say Yahweh, Bashem, Mashiach, Yahawashi. All right. That we say Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.